never happens. I have some tea, I have you guys, I have makeup, there's hair outside. Let's begin. Hello everyone, I am here today with another buy. I don't know why I'm making it rain, but it's fine. Or buy, which is where I talk about products that I have tested out and whether I think they are worth the money or not. I asked you guys on Twitter what buy or buy you wanted to see next, and the majority of you really wanted to see what I thought of cushion foundations, what I thought of the category, who I think they're good for, my favorites and least favorites amongst the ones that I have tried. So without further ado, let's get into this. The first thing I want to do is cover what a cushion foundation is. The great thing about them is that they are portable, something that you can take on the go, you can do quick touch-ups. They come with a little sponge like this, and then you open it up, and inside is the foundation that is soaked into a sponge. That is it. Cushion, foundation, all in one right there. End of video, goodbye. No, I'm just kidding. I had lots more to talk about. Oh, my camera's shaking. Shh. So the first one I want to talk about is a drugstore one that I have been absolutely in love with over the last little while, and that is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion, and this is the Buildable Luminous Foundation. It is touted as a light coverage foundation with a luminous finish. It comes in 8 different shades, so it's a big variety to choose from, and the cost based on the Walmart website is $14.99. So first of all, the pros. Drugstore, 1A. There aren't a lot of drugstore ones out there. I think this is the most cost efficient one, I think. Yes, so that gives you a sense of where the prices are going from here. It is certainly one of the more luminous ones that I've tried, but it looks beautiful on the skin, a very fresh, luminous glow to the skin. It has buildable coverage, which is great. It starts out very light, but you can build it as you go. If you have oily skin, however, I would stay away from this. It does not work well if you have oily skin. By the end of the day, you will notice a ton of grease all over your face, unfortunately. So for that purposes, not so great. I also found for myself, in case you are a similar shade to myself, W2 is a little too dark for me. I can wear this if I have self-tanner on, but overall, this is definitely a buy. So this is the Lancome Miracle Cushion. It was one of the first ones that I tried. This I received as a press sample eons ago. I was gonna say years ago, but that's not accurate. So first of all, the marketing behind this, it says that it's oil-free, it has light to medium coverage that's very buildable, a dewy finish, and a cooling effect when it is applied to the skin. It also comes at a grand total cost of $47 according to, I believe, the Sephora website. It also comes in 18 different shades, which is great. That's probably the largest variety of shades that I have found amongst the products that I've tried. The one that I have is in pure porcelain. That is what I'm wearing on my skin right now. It is still, if I did not have any self-tanner on my face, it would still be a little bit too dark. This is really a great summer foundation when you want to do quick touch-ups on the go. It does have that cooling effect, which is going to feel really nice on the skin. It actually might be really nice if you have very reactive skin too, or maybe a rosacea or something like that. I don't know in terms of ingredients how it would mix, but the cooling effect would probably feel really, really nice on irritated skin. It definitely does have a distinct scent to it, which I find for a lot of Lancome products and a lot of high-end products. One thing to note is I've tried this with a number of different primers, and some of them I noticed by the end of the day that the foundation had sort of broken apart, if that makes any sense, on the T-zone a little bit. But with other primers, it sits beautifully. So 2 that I found really worked well with this one. One is the Elizabeth Arden Flawless Start Instant Perfecting Primer, which is what I have on my face right now. And then the other one is the Hourglass Veil, the Mineral Primer. This is my little baby sample thing. I'm trying to get as much product out of it as possible until I have to go out and buy it because I really like it. I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up that sometimes the primer can affect how this sits on the skin. So overall for me, this is a buy. Next, we're gonna go into Laneige, and Laneige is available at Target if you are from the States or anywhere else where Target is. We don't have them in Canada and we're very sensitive about it. Otherwise, you can get it from the Sephora website. This is made with mineral water for hydration. It's supposed to have a lot of natural botanical ingredients in it, which is kind of what that brand is all about. It also has ingredients in here to prevent shine, and it's supposed to also help reduce the appearance of dark spots on the skin. It comes in 4 shades. It costs $44 on the Sephora website, and it does come with a full-sized refill. Unfortunately, you can't buy these separately, which I think is very, very silly. I think that this is a huge waste of packaging when you have to constantly throw this out every single time, and I would prefer to like buy a 3-pack of these. Once you find a foundation that you like, it'd be really nice to be able to just quickly refill it. But you do kind of get 2 foundations for $44 instead of 1 for Lancome, you know what I mean? So that's kind of nice. Now this one is a little bit different than the other ones that I've tried in that it has a very dense sponge. This one is very aerated and cushy, but this one is very, very dense. So a little bit of a difference there. I just find that it requires you to press a little bit harder into the sponge in order to get enough product to pick up on your skin, versus the L'Oreal one, you can be very light-handed with the sponge to apply a lot of product. It does have a very light, fresh scent, much more of a perfumey scent than the Lancome one, but it's very pretty and it is completely removed once you put it on the face. It also has an SPF of 50 in it, which is fantastic. It's made by the same company as another one that I'm going to talk about, which I find a little bit odd that they're very, very different. For my pale girls out there, I found that light, which is the one that I have, is still too dark for my skin and it oxidizes slightly on the skin as well. So that was kind of unfortunate and really annoying because I really like the formula. I think the formula is great. And if you can find a shade that works for you, that's awesome. They only have 4, which is, you know, kind of limiting. So I have to wear a lot of self-tanner in order to be able to pull this off. I think because it has an SPF in it, because it has a refill in it, that alone I will give it big thumbs up for. However, if you're a pale girl out there, unfortunately this is a miss. Now on to another drugstore one that I really, really wanted to like. 1A, because the packaging is fabulous. This is the one by Physician Formula, and it's the first ever mineral foundation, cushion foundation. It is supposed to correct imperfections, smooth fine lines, and blur pores, and what else do we do? And they have a firming effect with hydration, soothing plant extracts and antioxidants with a luminous finish. It is also paraben free. There's a lot happening in this little package. And this sells online for $20. Now my one thing about Physician's Formula, which is super annoying, is they have 3 shades: light, light medium, and medium. Light is still too dark for me and it oxidizes slightly on the skin, but it's so unfortunate because I really like the formulation. It's just like the colors that's really, really annoying. So I'm kind of torn on how to rate this, guys. If you fit into one of those 3 colors, definitely check this out. But overall, I'm gonna say this is a big miss because of the lack of color options out there for people. So now I wanna get into the one that is for my oily skin girls out there, and that is by the brand The Face Shop, and this is the Oil Control Water Cushion. It is supposed to have a matte finish, control like the oil production in your skin, and also keep it hydrated with water instead of with oils. This is again one of those ones that has a denser sponge, so you're gonna have to press a couple of times in order to get the right amount of product coverage. It comes in, I think, either 6 or 8 colors, and the price on the website is $39. So I have to say, overall, I was really impressed with this. It did keep me matte all day compared to every other one that I've tried, which all have a very luminous finish to them, which is fantastic. It sits on the skin really beautifully. So if you've tried this, let me know in the comment section because I was really, really impressed with this. Big thumbs up. Have you noticed a trend with the cushion foundations? I'm overall pretty impressed with them. And then the last one, which I think is my favorite, and unfortunately it's also the most expensive, which is like, oh, it is the Amore Pacific one, which is the one that also makes the Laneige ones, but they're it's a different brand, but they're made by the same company. I don't know. Anyway. Doesn't matter. This one also has an SPF of 50. It is hydrating. It has green tea extract in it to brighten the skin. It's supposed to help minimize fine lines. Just a lot of great benefits. It does come at a price tag though of $60, but you do get a full-size refill with it. So really it's only $10 more than the Physician's Formula one. This does come in 5 shades, which still there is a selection, not a huge selection though. But I will say for my pale girls, the one that I have is in 102 light, and this one and the Lancome one are definitely the best colors for my skin. They're the closest matches and they do a really good job. I talked about this in my high-end favorites from 2015. It is such a beautiful, beautiful finish on the skin, and every time I go back I'm like, oh, I love it so much. So I think overall in the entire category, I love these foundations. I think that if you like a light to medium coverage on your skin and you want something that's just going to give you that flawless sort of an airbrush finish, I think the overall category is something you should definitely look into. I would say if I had to pick my favorites, drugstore, it would be the L'Oreal Lumi cushion. This one is beautiful. I do really like the fact that the Amore Pacific one though has SPF in it, and it also comes with a refill, which makes it, instead of $60, technically it's only $30 per sponge. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. That's everything for this buy or buy. Cushion foundations are a big thumbs up, a big buy for me. I really, really enjoy them, and I hope you guys like them as well. And if you have any favorites, leave them in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you have any requests for future buy or buys, leave them in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you guys. And if you see a buy or buy that you guys really want to see, go and click the thumbs up on that particular comment, and the one that has a lot of thumbs up, then I will definitely do that for you guys next. I hope you guys are having an amazing, amazing week so far, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you girls. Mwah.